course foreigners steal your job, but maybe if someone without contacts, money, or speaking the language steals your job, you're a
Oh, you hate immigrants, Europe? Let's rewind your immigration story. You didn't discover the world. You literally spent 400 years show up uninvited to everyone else's house party, ate the food, stole the Wi-Fi, pissed in the pool, executed the hosts, slapped your name on the mailbox, and then had the audacity to call it civilization. You weren't explorers. You were armed burglars with a good PR. The British East India Company alone drained $45 trillion from India. That's more than America's combined GDP for 3 years. Belgium's Leopold II turned Congo into his private torture chamber and executed 10 million people for rubber and ivory, then built a human zoo in his backyard like it was Disneyland for psychopaths. The British starved 100 million Indians between 1881 and 1920, while exporting their grain to Britain during famines. But you're Karen from Manchester. Tell us again how Muhammad opening a kebab shop is destroying European culture. And America, sweet, hypocritical America, a country literally built by immigrants, and not the good kind. It was built by 50,000 plus British criminals who were too shitty even for Britain. European colonization wiped out 56 million people in the Americas alone. That's 90% of the indigenous population. But please, do go on about how immigrants today are the real invasion. Audacity is astronomical. Your people didn't ask permission. They didn't learn the language. They didn't assimilate. They showed up, committed genocide, stole entire continents, then had the nerve to cry about immigrants invading your countries. They're taking your jobs, right? Because apparently Dave from Ohio, with his bare minimum education and maximum laziness, was definitely going to be a neurosurgeon, if only that Indian doctor with 3 languages, a medical degree, and an actual work ethic hadn't showed up. Imagine being so incompetent that someone who learned English as a 3rd language while fleeing war zones can outcompete you. It's not immigration. It's natural selection. So let's be honest, your great-great-granddaddy's biggest achievement wasn't building civilization. It was actually not dying of dysentery on the boat ride over to steal land that already belonged to someone else and call it Queen's property.
The sun never set on the British Empire because even God couldn't trust the English in the dark.